This is Ashton Marcus, and I'm on location at Theatre West for the world premiere of Family Only. Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Arden Teresa Lewis. I direct plays. And right now I'm directing Family Only by Daryl Vineyard.
What drew you to this play? Why did you decide to do this?
Oh, I had seen it on Monday nights. The actors have been working on it with Daryl directing it. And I got fascinated by the lead character and his conflict. That he suddenly comes into money and then his whole family comes after him for it. And I wanted to explore that.
I love this piece. I thought it was fantastic because it was about a real family. I mean, it hit so many nerves in me.
You are not the only one. The lobby conversations have been amazing on this piece. It's just people start talking about their families or a black sheep of their family or a person in their family that caused problems or, when do you give, when do you enable, when do you not. I mean, everyone has had some kind of connection to their own family story. It's been really interesting talking to people about it.
I always ask this of directors because I feel that casting and the story is like 90% of the play. But what do you look for in your casting? And actually, this one is important too because it's almost like they're co-writers.
Interesting. I would say that I was handed this cast. I mean, I saw it develop on Mondays because I help run the Monday nights, so I know them all for years. But except for Roger Cruz, who plays the father, I auditioned him and chose him. But everyone else had already been working on it, and they took me on as their director. So it was kind of a role rehearsal there. And but they went with it, and we've worked really well together. And the writer, I don't know that they were co-writers, but the writer watched their work and did adapt lines here and there for them, and it's been wonderful.
Again, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it, first of all, again, it was a very raw piece. I kind of look at it as like, in these straight sitcoms of the 50s where there's like this boring great father and all. Well, he would always have this goofy friend who was really funny, but he'd be kind of a loser and he'd be kind of like,
You're like, this was the loser.
That was the
loser
story.
was the lead.
Exactly.
The loser becomes the lead of the play. It's true. It is so true. If that loser goes out and has children by several different women and then has to raise them, what does he do? What is he left with if one of them actually makes good? It's absolutely true.
But also, it kind of had the feeling of a 50s sitcom because of an 80s, because a 50s sitcom because it was kind of like, I wouldn't say it was a happy ending, but there was a lot of closure, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is good because we didn't want this happy, perky ending. We wanted to work against that 50s feel. It's true. It does have that kind of a sitcom setup, and then we go in this weird direction with it. So that is true. The audience brings in that idea, that premise. It's in our brains, that sitcom premise. So you're right. You're absolutely right.
Once again, I really love the piece. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. I'm here with
Daryl Vineyard. I'm the playwright of Family Only.
Question, why did you decide to write this piece?
Why? How much time do you have, Ashton? I had a friend, the Will character, the lead, and his father, and they had that story that you see up on stage is basically their story, and I felt like I had an idea for something and I wanted to tell his story. I tried writing it for about a year and it didn't come out. And at the same time, there were problems in my family, and I felt I had a story with my family that there were people that were getting divorced and financial ruin, and I even had a family member that was getting arrested and going to jail. It was a mess. And I tried writing that story, and that didn't come out. That took about a year. And so I combined my friend's story with my family story, and this is what happened on stage. I don't know, Ashton, if that answers your question, but...
So question, if this was semi-autobiographical, which character were you?
Well, I'd probably be more the Will character, seeking the approval of his father. You always want to hear every father, you want to hear your father say that they're proud of you, and Not so hard with my dad. He's pretty good about it, but he can be difficult. But no, I identify with I think every character up on stage. There's a little bit of me in all of them.
I really love the piece. I thought it was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, really. Because basically it was like very realistic in many senses. It was bittersweet. In the end, it worked. I liked the ending. It was kind of, it had closure to it, even though it wasn't a typical 50s sitcom where it was just icky sweet. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's tough. I rewrote the play several times. There were some endings where Andrea she didn't find a place to live. Nobody in the family took her in. I didn't like that. I think there was an ending where I had her move in with Brenda and her father, despite the fact that they knew that they were going to break. Anyway, just to make a long story short, for me, there was a section there where Will said, if I do nothing, then what I said just now has no meaning. And so that, when he came out with that scene and he talked about take care of me, it finally hit him that it wasn't just take care of me, it was take care of the whole family. And so I'm glad you found it bittersweet, not treacly, not too sweet.
Once again, I love the performance. I thought it was fantastic. Big recommendations for everybody, especially if they have some kind of family. You'll love it. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you. It was a pleasure, and I'm glad you came out, and I'm glad you liked the show. Thank you, Ashton.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Roger Kent Cruz. Well, I'm a member of Theater West, 18 years, and I'm currently in a production called Family Only by Darrell Vineyard, and I play Walter, the father, in this production. Walter's a desperate man, loves to make jokes, laughing on the outside, but he's dying on the inside because he's a failure as a businessman, as a salesman. He doesn't listen. So for Walter, I think what Walter's about is the price we pay for not paying attention, for not listening. And Walter doesn't listen to his own children, to his own wife. He just has all these ideas and he wants to go and be a success at whatever cost. So that's the price he pays. He almost loses his family.
You remind me of my father. I loved your character, but you remind me of my father.
Oh, really? Yeah, there's a moment in the end, near the end of Act 2, the end of the play, where Walter, my character, says to his son, Will, you know, a father's not supposed to compare himself to his son. It's supposed to be the other way around. And that line really gets me because it reminds me of my father, who wanted to be a classical guitarist, but it didn't happen for him. So he had to take manual labor jobs and things like that. So yeah, that line, my father always comes up in me, and it's a pretty easy line to deliver.
Question: how would you compare your character with, say, Death of a Salesman, Willie Loman, as that character?
Oh, pretty close. I mean, cousins, probably neighbors at least. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Loman and Walter, they're dreamers. But
yeah, it's very unfair for me to say, well, you know, obviously, which is better? Death of the Salesman is obviously the better one. I don't know why they say they'd have to say that, right? Because it's a classical piece. But I really liked your piece. In fact, maybe it's because I've seen Death of the Salesman so many times, but I really like the way you deliver it. I like because in Death of the Salesman, his character didn't change that much. Your character did change, and it revealed a lot of things. So, can I? I don't know how. I can't say I liked your character better, but I really liked your character.
Well, thank you. It's the writing. It's the writing's there. It's on the page, and you have great writing and a great director. And so, you know, it's easy to play different layers of a character. That's why I don't like TV shows. Nobody changes. They're pretty much the same for 10 years. You know. So, but yeah, this character is pretty complex. And yeah, Willie Loman's kind of a flat line. But this guy, Walter, at the end admits, you know, he's wrong. His son is really the one who has the brains, and has the courage and the commitment and persistence to follow his dreams. So yeah, that takes a lot from Walter to admit that he's not the boss or businessman he thinks he always has been. So yeah.
Once again, I loved your performance. I'd put it up there with Death of a Salesman, at least for me personally.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Tell your friends.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. I'm here with
Ann Leiden. I play Andrea in Daryl Vineyard's play Family Only. The last time you interviewed me was for Leslie Cavany's One Woman Gone Wrong, and I've been a member here for a long time. My character is wounded, and Andrea is doing the best she can in life, trying to take care of herself and her daughter.
I've actually seen you in a few pieces. I've never seen you as the anti-hero, the villain before. You played this one beautifully. I just loved your character.
Thank you. As an actor, it's an actor's dream to get to be able to portray the villain of the piece, the one that doesn't really have cohesive coming forth. So it was a lot of fun.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
They should expect to see a slice of life of family. Everybody that we've spoken to, both critics, interviewers, audience members alike, have mentioned how, oh wow, that's my family up there, or I have an aunt like that, or my cousin behaves that way, or my sibling. So they'll be able to see themselves and laugh and cry at themselves.
First of all, I saw myself in a few pieces like that, and that, I don't know how that made me feel, but it didn't make me feel good at times. But I just love the way you guys presented. I love the piece, and I loved your acting in it.
Thank you very much. Thanks so much.
Thank you once again for being on the show. Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. I'm here with
Riley Ray Baker. I'm from Texas, San Antonio, Texas. I went to school in New York City and moved out to LA to be an actor. I've been in LA for about 4.5 years, and I also play music. I sing and songwrite. I kickbox, and I like to stay, busy doing a lot of different things other than obviously acting. Because as actors, we want to be as interesting as human beings as we can. So therefore, we're more interesting actors. So yeah, I'm honored to be a part of this production that we're doing right now at Theater West. It's called Family Only. And you must have just seen it then. Were you here? Okay, very cool. I play a character named Nikki. Nikki is a very kind, patient person, but she's the backbone of the family. She kind of pushes Will to move forward with his life because he can be a bit of like a procrastinator, a bit of an overthinker. So I view Nikki as being very kind, very patient because she's a preschool teacher. She loves kids and she wants kids so bad, but she is very strong. She is the spine of the family, and she's the light of kind of this crazy family that Will has put her in. She kind of brings the solace, brings the hope, brings the peace, brings the love.
I really liked the performance, and I loved your performance too.
Thank you.
I kind of look at, in the old sitcoms in the 50s where like you had this kind of this straight guy who was the father.
Yeah.
And he was very boring because he was always so good, but he would always have this best friend who was kind of goofy, kind of a loser, and he would hate his wife or something, have a terrible life. That's the story. This is a story about that guy.
Yeah. Don't tell Will you said that, though. He probably doesn't think that. He doesn't know. He's looking at me right now. He's like...
Once again, I really love your performance. I thought you're fantastic.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming and supporting theater. Get as many people as you can here.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. And I'm here with...
I'm Diane Travis, and I'm in Family Only, and I play Amanda, the grandmother and the great-grandmother, and I'm having a great time. It's a wonderful play, wonderful cast, wonderful crew, wonderful writer, and wonderful director. So come see us. Okay.
I really loved your performance. I thought you were fantastic. You were kind of the rock in there, but also I liked the way you played the elderly character, because it's like a lot of millennials nowadays move back in. Is it just expected that you just take them in? I mean, that's just normal. You take your kids back in?
No, I don't. Well, that's just how it is right now. Things are expensive out there, so I guess that's what it is. But anyway, I'm so glad you came.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Family Only will be playing at Theater West from February 10th to March 19th. For more information, go to www.theaterwest.org.